Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to, what is this, Thursday already? In December 1st. So, welcome to a new month. And I'm excited to see what Spirit has for us tonight. And before we get started, I do want to send love out to the world. So, if you'd like to join me in doing that, whether you're live or on playback, we can all meet outside of time and space and send some beautiful, unconditional love out to the world. So I'm just going to take a deep breath and come back here to this moment right here, right now. Just let that love come flowing down and fill up our heart and flow out to the world. And if you are in need of love energy tonight for your heart, for your mind, for your body, for any situation or a loved one, we send love now to you as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So we will get started here. And before we do jump in, I just want to make sure everyone is aware about the giveaways. You have a few more days left to enter the giveaway for there we go, the Hedge of Peace and Love. That's all based on the giveaways of the 1 hour personal recorded reading. So you can check those out in that giveaway playlist. They're all at towards the bottom, all 10. So go into any one of those and it'll tell you how to enter that. And then also at the very top of the list is the weekly um, giveaway of the 30-minute personal recorded reading. And it tells you how to do that. So those are your messages. And of course, for those of you that have not checked out your December monthly readings yet, those are out by each individual zodiac sign. So there is the um, one for that. Oh, you know what? That could be why it's not being a link there. Let me just correct something really quick here because I just noticed the one isn't showing up as a link. And it is because they don't have that little stuff in front of it. Let me just do that real quick here. And that should work, I believe. Okay. Let me see if that works better. There we go. So that's the link to the giveaway playlist. All right. So let me just close out of all that there and break out the super chat here. Not the super chat, but I guess I do need to let you know about that. I'll say the pop out chat. But of course, we do have super chat available, and that is something else that I'm introducing is because sometimes I know that you need to make sure that you get your reading, and so I do accept donations, and those that make donations, I do bump up yours outside of the order of going down the free readings, and so I do honor that energy exchange. So we will take a look here, and I do believe we had one already. And also, Christy, thank you so much for your donation. And you didn't even ask a question. Look at you. So yeah, I did open my emails because some people do donate by PayPal instead of the super chat, which is good because I actually um, PayPal takes less of the donation than YouTube does. So I thank you for that. All right. So let's get in here. And we also, Lucky Stars, thank you for your donation. So we will um, do yours first, and then I'll start at the top and work my way down for the free readings. All right. Let me just move a little bit of stuff around here so I can see. All right. Right, very good. So I'll since I told Lucky he would be they would be first. Christy, then I'll give you a general reading after that. How's about that? All right, lucky stars, you are up. Move my tea out of the way so I don't end up with cards in it. And so, lucky stars, hello, hello. So, what messages does your future wife partner have for you? All right, let's take a look here and see what is in store. What message do they have for you? Okay, let's see what we've got here. Well, I do like this. They have the message here, first of the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Coins. And this is all about the a solid foundation in the outside world. And I really like that because what their message is that um, it's an equal partnership. I really feel they're just very much about. Um, it's like they're saying, "Don't worry about you making sure that you take care of everything. It's a partnership. We're going to build this together." So sometimes we can have a, well, I got to make sure that I'm able to take care of someone and help them and blah 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 blah. And they're like, don't spend so much of your energy and your life force on that. They're like, we are going to be a partnership. So, you know, just allow that to unfold. Excuse me. And then you have the Two of Swords and the Empress card. And this is why I feel they're saying they are Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. They take care of themselves. They harvest abundant. So, a good independence there, which I do like for you there. And they do balance things very well. The Two of Swords, among other things, means that they balance both mind and heart, that they are um, not like extreme in emotions and make emotional decisions, and they're not all about thoughts and brain and all of that either. They actually um, have a good balance. They go off the passion of their heart, but they also understand how things work. And it's this wonderful, just balanced feeling. And it just feels like all of it, especially with that Four of Pentacles coming in, I really felt like they have this wonderful, balanced uh, personality and energy, but they also seek for balance in their life. So maybe they are a Libra. We shall find out, right? And this is great because full of joy and celebration, and they are very much someone that is usually um, upbeat and again the messages from them are they just enjoy feeling all these sorts of feelings and that they understand that sometimes there are like snakes and bugs, things that are like, oh my gosh, wonderful and all joy, and they understand that and they don't expect this again, this balance thing of like they don't think like, oh, life is supposed to be all up here. They understand it goes down, and but they try to keep it not up down, but more around the middle. And so they love that, and they feel like the message from them from up above, from the future, just letting just relax, everything's going to be fine. You got the King of Pentacles here too, which is about abundance and fulfillment and wholeness. And I just, there's like this message from them that they have this fullness from within. And so they look at so many things on the outside world as just extra. And so I really feel like they got this really strong groundedness in there, especially with the Empress. and with the King of Pentacles, those are very much very earthy type of energy. So they're grounded but balanced as well. So maybe they're both air sign and have a lot of earth in their chart. But so their message pretty much is relax, enjoy, find your worth from within, because that's the kind of energy that they're building, and so that you guys can have the same vibration of love to draw each other. They're encouraging you just to look within. That King of Pentacles has that Ace of Pentacles, which is about a heightened awareness of their worth in relation to the outside world and finding your grounding within. And they're inviting you as they are working and moving up in that to invite you too, so that this you guys can meet sooner, because life kind of pauses and waits for both parties to do their inner work to get to the vibration of where you want to meet. And so instead of it moving forward, it waits till partners will go on the path and eventually work up to this point. And then if one of them's moving fast, they slow down their path and their time while this one catches up, and then vice versa, because they want you guys to be able to hit this point at the vibration that you guys are wanting to be at. So hopefully that makes sense. But they are definitely inviting you on this adventure with them to work on that as they are as well. So I like it, lucky stars. Let me see. Anything else? Let's see. All right. Yeah. Page of Swords. So more thinking, more air. But they are Page of Swords is a new thought, new belief, new mindset, and new communication. So it's interesting that their future self, their higher self, is already kind of throwing messages around for you in cahoots with your higher self. So I like how they are already interacting, of course, on the other side, but they're allowing things to come forward here. So be on the lookout for messages, for little nudges, little things. And if you're like, I wonder if that was them, then it was them, because otherwise you wouldn't even cross your mind. They're just like tapping into your brain. So I like that for you. So that's what they have right now for you, lucky stars. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you for the donation. All right, Christy, let's take a look here. I do have some beautiful oracle cards, and I want to start off here with the spirit of the animal oracle for you. Very good. I'm glad. All right. All right, here you go, Christy. Your first one here is the bee and community. So you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. So be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. You're tripping. You're funny. All right. So, Christy, the bees are honored as a good omen for success and a powerful symbol for royal families throughout the world. Life in the hive represents the harmonious kingdom. Bees characterize meaningful communal activity, hard work, and diligence. Bee can be a great friend, but misfortune will come to those who harm the hive. Their stingers are always ready to protect. All bees are pollinators, and they're considered to be the most useful insect in nature. They're productive, focused, and do not get sidetracked from their goals. Bees remind us that joy, purpose, and the sweetness of life can be found in cooperative work for bettering the world. Because the bee's many industrious traits, They represent good fortune in business matters. Adopt B as your personal symbol for a never ending creation of abundance. If B is your totem, you are on a beeline to success. Like the mysterious bee in flight, you will accomplish what others cannot. Your busy as a bee nature brings unfailing energy, robust health, and longevity. Embrace the bee's life secret. Be productive while the sun shines, become fully engaged in your creative endeavors, and enjoy the flowers. Do these, and all good things will be yours. And a couple questions or thoughts that they would like you to consider, whichever resonates. There's four. The first one is, do you need to focus your efforts to create more success? Number two, do you have a bee in your bonnet and need fresh air for your mind? Number three, beware of those bear people who would try and steal your sweetness. And then number four, be more industrious. So I love that. Busy as a bee and the community coming in there for you. Very much success. The sun, it just feels very bright like the sunflower too. So let's see what else they have for you here, Christy. What else? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Oh my goodness. You have a lot on your mind, huh? You got the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So, Page of Swords, I really feel is new communication that's going to be coming in here for you. There's something, some good information coming in, um, and I feel like with you have the Death card here too, which is good. It's not a bad card to have because I feel like this is ending of old thoughts and old beliefs, which the Queen is helping you with because they both have the Ace of Swords, but I feel like this is about communication coming in, new heightened communication, news coming in. And I feel like the Death card's kind of in between them, where this is like the news is about something that is ending, which opens up new beginnings and new ways to go places. And it opens up this energy. And excuse me, with you also have the Five of Wands here, which is the movement of fearful energy and conflicting energy to loving energy, and things are working for you. And so I feel like all of those three together are like there's some sort of conflict, some sort of block or obstacle that's going on, and you've been like, okay, what am I going to do? And you're putting thought into it and wondering, but then you get this communication coming in and going, oh no, it's been taken care of. And you're like, what? And so it's like this thing gets transformed and taken care of automatically. And I feel like the why it unfolds that way is because of you. You have your Queen of Swords, which you're balancing thought and heart, and you are chopping away like a belief around something. Like instead of feeling like you have to fight for it and da 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 da, you're actually looking at the situation as a mirror and going, okay, what can I learn through this? And okay, what is my expectation around it? Why is this happening for me instead of happening to me? And so when you're going around this attitude around it and you kind of release it, okay, well, it'll unfold and I'll deal with whatever unfolds. And then you get this communication going, taken care of. And you're like, what? and, but it's because of the release of energy that you do around this situation is what resolves the situation, which is that whole, that be the success. There's your guides and your higher self are doing some behind the scenes work for you in the hive and bringing this abundance in. So I'm wondering what this is going to be. Any other information on this at all? Obviously, you know what it is. I don't need to know, but yeah, well, it makes sense. 'Cause you got the here's the Ace of Swords, you're balancing things out, and faith in this one, it's normally the Hierophant, but I like it in this deck because it's trust. You're really allowing things and releasing the expectations. You're balancing out the small T truths with the capital T truths. So you come to this balanced place, trusting everything is unfolding for you, and then boom, things just get taken care of, and you're just like, "All right, mark that off my list. I don't have to." You had already kind of marked it off your list. You're just like, "I'm not gonna fight it. I'm not gonna go after it. I'm just gonna let, put it in. I've done what I can. I'm putting the rest in the creator's hands." And then it just turns out wonderfully, and you're just like, "Huh, I love how that works." So that's what they have right now for you, Christy. Let's see if there's anything else here. Yeah, so 5 of Swords, just reiterating what we talked about, because that's about um, conflict with communication and thoughts and beliefs and expectations. And then, of course, connecting to the Ace of Swords and letting that conflict go. And so I really feel like it's just keeps on going back to that 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. What was conflict, but seeing things from a higher perspective moves it over to energy of love and no conflict. So I like it, Christy. So that's what they have right now for you. And again, thank you so much for your donation. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So let us move in up to the top, and we will start here with the first free reading, which is Kritika. And you want to know what Anavesh is thinking about you. General love reading, angel guidance. Let's take a look here. I do have these angel guide oracles. Let's pull a card from there for your answers here. So, what would you like Kritika to know regarding love life? Okay. Wow. So you got the yes card coming in here. That's pretty good. Let's see what they're telling you here. It's funny. I opened up the book to the no. It had no, but it's like, no, it's the yes. So your message is yes, yes, yes. The answer is yes. Proceed, go forth, achieve, enjoy. Don't hold back. The time is now. Rise up, fly high, light up, express yourself, experience, share. The extended message for this card is a huge thumbs up. And if you're making a decision, the answer is yes. Go for it. So, this is a time for positivity, celebration, and progress. Angels are encouraging you to let in the light and enjoy it. All of your hard work is paying off. Any endeavors, projects, or opportunities before you now are getting the green light. If you've been holding off for the right time, the time is now, and you are being encouraged to take the next step. You're good to go. If you're feeling scared or worried, that's okay. Invite in help. Angels are there to guide you, and they want to be part of your success. So relax and experience the joy that is unfolding for you now. So, I mean, definitely around love and all of this, the general reading is all about go forward, go. I kind of feel like they're saying, Anavesh, put them to the side. The time is now. If you've been waiting around and they're not doing anything, it's just like, you know what? Go and enjoy, move forward. It's almost like, wasn't there a movie that like the Yes Man or something like that, where they said yes to every opportunity? Or you see in movies where like this summer I'm going to say yes to everything because I want adventure. It's almost like that. It's like go and have fun, go enjoy. Let your love life start within you and allow yourself to go out and explore. Go spend time with friends. If someone asks you out and you normally wouldn't say yes to them, go ahead, enjoy it, see what happens. And I feel like they're just like not all the worry, all the questions, all of these thoughts, they're just like it's just like they're throwing a big bucket of water on you to wash it all away and go, "All right, now let's go have some fun and enjoy life, love from the inside out." So, I don't feel like with that, like, what is Anavesh thinking about? They're like, it's almost like they're going like, "Who cares?" if they haven't, if they haven't done anything? It's like, "Psh, don't spend energy on it anymore. Say yes to life and go that way." That's like kind of the hyper energy they have around it. So that's I like that for you because it's very freeing for you. So that's what they have. So interesting. But so many blessings to you, Kritika. Have a yes, wonderful week, weekend, month. But definitely say yes and move forward. So I like that. All right. Many blessings to you. Let's keep going down here. Let me just double check here. Yeah, I do. I shaved my head today, so I might look a little, but just so busy. I didn't bother styling. I'm just like, Lois, so it might be a little shiny. All right. So Val Verde. So you had a strange dream. Oh my goodness. Okay. You didn't recognize him, it wasn't your wife, and it was very vivid. You need spirit to clarify, what is this about? All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what spirit has to say around this dream. What clarity, what message was this dream to bring, or what do you want them to know about this? Okay, let's see what this is here. Hmm. Interesting. Get the Four of Swords with someone sleeping and resting, and you have the Queen of Pentacles, which can be sensuality, um, too. And I feel here, they're like, "Bzz, bzz, check these other 5 cards." Okay. Okay. So, what I was gonna say is that people, when they appear in our dreams, are they are usually all about us. Unless it's like a premonition dream where you're just like, "Wow, this is like someone from the future," and those are far and few in between. Usually, what's going on is that it's representing you. It's a version of yourself that your mind, while you're sleeping, your mind is turned off. And so your emotions and your inner child can come forth, and your spirit world, all of them can interact with you. And I feel like this was you because of there's 2 cards here, which has to do with the Queen of Cups, deep emotions. She's double water, so it's definitely about getting into the depths of your emotions. And the Three of Pentacles, which is about you being true to your authentic self. And I feel like there's this sensuality that's within you that's wanting to come out. And because you also have all this fire with the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is about a lot of energy, a lot of fire, a lot of passion. And the Nine of Wands here is about you realizing your power and realizing any kind of block to your passion. So I almost feel like there's just this desire to reignite passion. And I'm not sure, excuse me, if things with your wife have been like married couple, they kind of level out after a while. It's like tired, but there's like this bubbling of this fire and this passion within you that maybe feel like life is getting a little stagnant, and you're wanting to have this, and you want to have this reignition of passion between you two. You have the Knight of Swords, which is about movement of communication. And I don't know if it kind of feels like that there's been maybe the lines of communication are down a little bit. Like there's not as much communication between you two, and there's not like a lot of passion. Maybe a lot of life got very busy and things happen, and you get into the regular, type of situations that unfold, and um, where you could get into the day to day, and everything else kind of fizzles out because it's like, oh, well, I got to do laundry, I got to do this, I got to do this, and it's like normally you'd be like laundry, no, I want to spend time with you. So I almost feel like it's date night kind of time, and I feel like this, even though the apartment was next to yours, and they offered you a drink, it's just like this. Um, Desire to reignite and to feel passionate about yourself, feel sexy again, feel, this what you had in the beginning, right? When you just like were so entranced with each other. And I feel like this is your inner self just saying, we need to ignite this, and this is the way to get your attention, you know. And I feel like that the nakedness is vulnerability, and I almost feel like there's some walls that have gone up between you guys, which is natural for all couples, whether it's marriage or dating or whatever. Life happens, our little, and then here's nakedness. Here, I'll have to make it PG, but here's the temperance, the balance, the patience. And I feel like it's got too balanced and you're wanting some excitement. So it's time for a date night, and it's time for regular date nights, readjusting where you guys fit in each other's life, because I feel somehow that things have just simmered down like too much. Yeah, because here comes the knight and the queen of cups. So here's the communication and the passion, just making themselves known that um, making each other a priority again, and lowering the expectations on each other, because that also takes away the uh, boom in a relationship. Is we meet someone and, oh my gosh, no expectations, and they're up here, we're like, they're amazing, look how amazing they are, right? And then you start dating them, and so expectations are a little high, and you're like, well, still they're amazing. Then you get engaged, well, they're still amazing, there's worse people out in the world. Then you get married. Why did they change? Where is this? Why is it falling short? And so there's this, you know, letting a match to the passion again, and lowering the expectations so we can see how wonderful each other are, instead of focusing on where we feel they're not living up. So that's what they have for you, Velvety. So hopefully that resonated. It's many blessings to you. All right. So, Rhonda, you are up next. Let me just take a look here. All right. I'm looking good. All right. So, Rhonda, you are up next. And someone asked, Cynthia, I think, asked, this is the Om symbol, and that's all around there. And for me, it represents breath of God. I actually have one on one shoulder and then the Tibetan Om on the other. So it's like you're standing in between the breath of God. So that's what that represents. And it can represent other things to other people, but that's why I have it. All right, Rhonda. So nice to see you as well. Even, a bit sad. Well, let's take a look here and see what the universe has. Sadness is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Just don't live there. Um, Sadness is fear. There's a fear. And let's see what Creator wants you to know here. Is your intuition on the right path with the outside world? Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, because you do have the Page of Pentacles is new opportunities coming down the outside world, and the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So it's almost like spirit is saying, it's okay, you have wonderful things headed your way and coming your way. So you don't have to um, just be consumed with whatever fears come in. It's okay. It's okay to feel that. And especially with the Pisces up here. I think it's Pisces. Yeah, Pisces. Um, you know, because there's energy of, there's a dark side of the pond and a light side of the pond, and we swim back and forth, and it's okay. We came here to experience the dark side of the pond, and we came here to experience those emotions. So don't beat yourself up for feeling sad. Um, just when you're ready, you do have other options that are available for you, right? Yeah, because here again, here's the Queen of Cups, deep diving into the emotions, and you're able to embrace what you're feeling. Don't resist it, flow through it, and then when you're ready, take a look at it here with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords allows you to connect from a higher perspective and look down and see what of the small t truths are igniting the sadness, because sadness is rooted in fear, like I said. And it usually means that something we expected or were told and taught to expect isn't unfolding the way it was supposed to. And one of my favorite authors and just spiritual souls is Byron Katie, and I love because one of the things she mentions is when you when your thoughts and beliefs and your expectations battle reality, they lose, but only 100% of the time. And it's like so true. We're taught all these thoughts and these beliefs and these mindsets about something needs to be a certain way in the world in order for me to be lovable and acceptable. And when our inner child feels unsafe or out of control, it sounds the alarms and we go into fear mode, and then that's where sadness or anger, sadness is like the flight in fight or flight. We withdraw into ourselves and we mourn, and we're sad about something. Whereas the fight would be the anger and the "Rah!" But we go into our cat mind and a cat will hiss and run and hide. That's sadness. It goes into there. So, they are telling you you have wonderful things coming your way. Don't beat yourself up about feeling sad, but when you're ready, just look into it and see what it is. See what's going on there. They have the two of swords here, which is about decision making and understanding yourself, and close your eyes to open your heart. And it's almost like they're saying, just don't look at what's going on out there. Just close your eyes and connect to your heart, because that's where you're going to find spirit just waiting there patiently, with open arms, just to give you a giant, big bear hug and let you know that you are safe, you are loved, and all that stuff in the outside world is just a bunch of lies. And you have the Three of Cups. So here they are, your posse. This, for me, besides it being joy and celebration and all that, this represents special card between me and spirit, which means it's your posse, your whole support team that's around you. Even though you may not have people physically around you, you do have people, um, all your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, um, your ancestors, just a whole slew of beings, whatever you believe they are, unicorns and fairies and leprechauns, whatever you believe, just know that they are there and they're around you. They love you and they support you. So definitely, um, I feel like they're saying your intuition is on the right path of the outside world because of those pentacles, showing that you're headed in that direction. And the uh, wonderfulness of the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment coming out there. But hopefully that helped a little bit there, Rhonda. Know that we love you very much. We're very glad you're part of our soul family here. We send you a lot of love and light right now too. Send you big bear hug. All right. So many blessings. Hang in there. All right. Let me just take a look here. All right. Very good. So, Anjali, you are up next. And you want to know about your personality, your strengths, your weaknesses, your major arcana personality attitude, your shadow self, where you have to focus, and work, what kind of person you are. That's all, Anjali? That's all you want? I'm going to kind of bring it down into what creator and spirit wants you to know about your personality, just for the sake of being able to. I would, like, if we were in a one-on-one personal reading, I would go into each one of those and we'd be on here for an hour, but I want to give everyone else a chance too. So we'll see what they want to prioritize among all that for you. So let's take a look. All right, boom boom. So let's take a look here. Strengths, opportunities, major arcana, shadow self, what they want you to work on. What kind of person are you? Let's see here. All right. So you do have the death card here, which for me is them saying that I wouldn't doubt if you are like you have a lot of Scorpio energy where it's the transformational type of individual. You're constantly transforming, and like people will see you like a year from now and go, "Wow, I didn't recognize you," either because of changes you make on the outside, or style changes, or hair changes, or color of hair changes, or just developing, and you're constantly working on your inside. So I feel like you're in this constant um, state of change and reflection and transformation. So I really like that. I mean, it comes through here too with the Eight of Coins, which is you're always doing the work. You're always at it some way or another, doing the blood, sweat, and tears, inner work, outer work, all of that, which is great because this is about you're constantly moving and you're moving up in the outside world. There's always movement, always change in your outside world. I feel like you get bored if things stay the same for too long. Um, you do have the Five of Coins here, which, so the thing that you focus on, that they would like you to focus on here, is about your feelings of your worth in relation to the outside world. Because this card would show that you have felt like abandoned and out in the cold, left behind before. And uh, I feel like that's why you are constantly um, motivated to change and to transform, because you've gone so much into yourself, because people let you down. People, when they made these actions, and the perception that came into your, like, your inner child, I kind of feel like this is younger in life, was, well, if I'm going to be left behind, I'm not going to be left behind again. I'm going to leave everyone else behind. Phew. And you just are like off on this journey of me and what I'm doing and how I'm transforming. And because you do also have the King of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Oh, sorry. Looked like the screen froze for a second there. So you have the King of Wands and the Seven of Wands, which the King of Wands represents the highest energy that you can have in the spiritual as well, which is your higher self. So I kind of feel like you had to, or you chose to go inward and really develop this relationship in your, that's why you continually change. Sorry, it looked like it froze again. Let me just make sure. Is it sticking for you guys too? So hopefully you're seeing me okay and it's not freezing on your end. But and then you have the Seven of Wands, which is about being in a higher place and that people don't like it. And so I feel like you really had to become so confident in yourself that you were, you know, always movement, and people didn't like how you can adapt to change, that how you're always evolving, and it freaks them out because they like things to stay the same. But, um, really understanding the feelings of being abandoned, and that you can slow down and you can pick up your inner child and you can hug them and give them the unconditional love they never got, and give them the unconditional attention they never got, and just allow them the space to um, just express themselves and hold on to them yourself. And when people poke at your bubble and poke at your dreams and your change and everything you want to do, just realize it's because they feel like they're lower than you in the moment. And in that you don't have to feel lower than them and that they're trying to push you down. Just realize, wow, this isn't about me. Their actions aren't about me. My actions are about me, but their actions aren't. That's about them and how they feel about themselves. So kind of feel like that's the main thing that they're just wanting to mention here with your shadow self, is looking into those feelings of being abandoned and left behind when you were younger, because it it'll allow you to kind of take down some walls, and allow um, you to help other people, lift other people up, as well. So that's what they have for you right now, Anjali. So many blessings to you. All right, cool. Thank you, Cynthia and Christina. Just a little bit of a freeze. Okay. I thought it was your phone. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a lot going on out in the YouTube world or internet world, so things are doing that. You might try refreshing too if the sound is off, because mine is fine here now. But sometimes it happens. I know I watch YouTube sometimes, and I'm like, drives me crazy that their mouths aren't matching the words, and I have to like look away to listen. But when I refresh it, then it all resyncs. So okay, thank you guys for letting me know though. So I will continue moving forward here. All right. So hey, Sio Shanta. And you want a general reading about what is Seth's energy towards you and should you steer clear of them? Let's take a look here. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. What is Seth's energy, and is it something that you should stay clear of? Okay. Well, the current energy, you got the Six of Coins, and when it comes to relationships type stuff, this is the codependency awareness. And so I kind of feel like their energy almost feels a little bit takey takey, not givey givey. um, yeah, because I don't know, I just don't feel that safe energy there. As far as like, it's not equal give and take. They want to give a little and get a lot, is what I'm feeling. And you have the Knight of Swords here, which is movement of thought and belief and mindset, seeing things from a higher perspective, with them. And you have the Temperance card too, which is all about patience and balance, and kind of just not no movement. They're like kind of, it's like, I don't know if necessarily still steer clear of them, although you have the moon, which is about trust in your intuition, trust your gut. So if your spidey senses are going off, which you trust your intuition, so I don't have to tell you that, but definitely trust that gut and be like, I think I should steer clear. I would support that. um, because I just feel like they're saying like, hold it, and also that Knight of Swords feels like new communication, like you're going to get new information that comes in around them as well. And with the patience, you get the information that comes in that supports your, there's something odd here. And I'm just going to kind of steer clear of that. So I feel what you're picking up, and I agree. Um, what you can, everyone comes into our life on purpose for a purpose though. So if they came across your path, then it is for you to go, okay, this that's coming up here, what does that make me feel? What can I learn from this? Um, and I almost feel like it's a you felt this earlier and you didn't like you recognized it, but you didn't acknowledge it that you had these hmm. And so I feel like it's like you identifying emotions and your spidey sense and trust in your intuition earlier and earlier and earlier. Because it keeps getting louder until it's like one of those alarm clocks that starts off very quiet and eventually gets louder and louder and louder until you turn it off. I feel like that's what your intuition is doing for you in this situation. They just wanted you to realize it earlier on, um, as part of your training program to really super tune your intuition. It's already good and pretty probably scary to some people, but it's even going to get even higher and hotter. So I like that for you, see, Shanta. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right, Sky Falls. You should be up next. Let me just make sure here. All right. So, will I have a great holiday season? Yes, I will. And I know you're asking for you. What does Spirit say? Let's take a look. Oh, I am so goofy. Maybe it's because it's December 1st. I love the winter season, which will be coming up here at the middle of the month. Well, like 21st, 22nd. Can't help it. I'm a winter baby. So let's take a look here. Will you have a great holiday season? Okay. Uh, what I feel them saying is that it's all up to you. That you have a choice. There's like you have this choice, which is no, that you're going to have a horrible holiday season that's rooted in fear and lack and um, you know, all everything bad. It's the Grinch. The Grinch is going to steal Christmas. Or, joy, Noel, and abundance and overflowing love. And the reason I chuckled is because first you got the 8 of swords, and then you got the 7 of swords. And this is why they're saying it's all up to you. It's your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes that really um, controls that, right? It's like this is you realizing what thoughts and beliefs and mindsets steal from your life. Like this is what your thoughts and beliefs will steal Christmas or steal the holidays. And then the 8 of swords is all about you understanding what of your own thoughts and your beliefs and mindsets make you feel blinded and bound and restricted. So the it's like that's what they're saying. It's all up to you. It's all up to you. It's in your hands. And there's nothing wrong with either one of those. There's not a right answer or a wrong answer. They're just different. And some people want to have the bah humbug Christmas and holiday season. You know, if your heart is three sizes too small, like the Grinch, then you want to have a horrible, you know, Christmas, holiday season, or the other. So they're saying it's totally up to you. You have opportunities to go either way, and it's all in your hands. So I love that for you. They're being goofy tonight. I don't know what's going on. I tell you, I should always check the planets before I come on, so I can go. I'm going to be goofy tonight because this planet and this is all going on. The moon is in this. But anyway, that's what they have for you, Skyfalls. So many blessings to you. All right, Cynthia. Hello, hello. So let's take a look here. You're wondering if your baby father's talking to someone else, or what are your connections for next January? Be the same? What's been going on? All right, let's take a look here. will he find you attractive or not? You know what? If he doesn't, that's his loss, right? What do you got to fear? What are you fearing, Cynthia? What are you fearing? Doesn't other people's actions mean nothing about you? That just tells you about them, where they're at in their life, how they feel about themselves. If someone thinks I'm ugly, I feel bad for them because that means they're looking in me as a mirror and they feel they are ugly in some way. And so just have compassion. It has nothing to do with me. All right. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know about this baby daddy? Oh my gosh. No. Yeah, I mean they want a restart with you. They want to bring in the new love. They're not talking to someone else. When I see all this, I mean, you've got the 9 of cups, you've got the 9 of pentacles. This is all about abundance and wish fulfillment and overflowing life. And the king of coins is all about finding their worth in themselves and having this abundant life. And so all of this together just feels like it's about family and about all of you together. I don't feel like it is with someone else. And they um, want so much. So, you know, we've talked a little bit about, about thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, right? About where you focus your energy is where it grows. And when the fears come up, the Knight of Swords here has you, this knight quests after the Ace of Swords, which allows you to see your life, yourself, them, your children, the world from a different perspective. It allows you to connect to these thoughts and beliefs that are rooted in unconditional love, knowing that everything unfolds for you, everything happens on purpose for a purpose. And when we fear, it's because we're not connected to the higher truths. We are connected to all the truths that we're all given growing up, which are the small t truths that are rooted in a fear of losing a conditional love. And so I feel like you're learning a lot about yourself and about where you invest your energy. When you focus on what you're grateful for and what you do want in your life, life feels wonderful and bright and beautiful. And then when we focus on what's missing in our life, what we think is missing in our life, and what we don't want in our life, then that grows and comes big. And so we learn where we focus and we continue. When this feels ugly, we're like, oh, that's right. I want to go. I don't want to feel that way anymore because I felt that way a ton in my life. I'm done. I want to spend more time focusing on this other area. And then when we do, that expands on our life. So you're learning that power. And you're also learning about what are your fears, this conditional love that we've all grown up with. It just feels so restrictive and so small and overwhelming. And it's time um, to find your wholeness within you, which is what one of the capital T truths is that you learn is I have everything inside of me, which I turn inward and upward to that unconditioned love that is eternal and I can't lose it. And then you become that chalice. You fill up with it, overflow. And then whatever anyone else brings is above and beyond extra. You could take it or leave it. We talk about, when we find this love inside of it, it's like we find our meal, a 5-course meal inside of us. And then it also comes with 2 desserts. We're so full and we are so full of dessert too. And we're like, okay. And then someone comes and offers us 3rd dessert and 4th dessert and 5th dessert. We're like, I can eat, I can fit it in. There's always room for dessert. And then they're like, oh, I don't want to give it to you. And you're just like, okay, that's fine because I was full anyway. It doesn't impact us like it does when we think that they are our meal and that's where we get our sustenance, but we find it from within. That's why there's this pause like they're to come into your life and it's like and the brakes get put on, and then it's because you're turning inward to find your wholeness here, where regardless of someone else's actions, it's not going to be um, impactful like it would normally be. So that's what's going on right now, Cynthia. That's what they want you to know. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. You got this. All right. So let me just take a look here. We are at the top of the hour. So just letting everyone know. Um, very good. Yeah, we all do, Cynthia. We all go back and forth. There's days where we're just like, depends on what's going on, what's been triggered. But the biggest thing is just to know that you're not stuck there, that there's always a second choice. So um, don't beat yourself up at all. No judgment. It's a different feeling. When we get tired of feeling one way, we're like, all right, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to feel joy again. I'm going to focus over here. And so it's just what I used to do is put on my cell phone. I had like a little silent vibrating alarm, like go off every hour from when I woke up till I'd go to sleep. That just said, "Come back to now and breathe." And that was my reminder to come out of wherever I went out in the world to come back to here and connect. And then within 5 minutes after I did that, I was back out. And then it was 7 minutes later, and then 8 minutes later. And after a while, it just becomes where it's your norm to be more in this than this. I will admit, I'm not over here 100% of the time. You know, you can ask my friends, my family, my host. They're like, He gets into his Capricorn energy where I'm a tasker, and I'm like, yeah, what do you want? What? I got stuff to do. They're like, come here, come back. And I'm like, okay. So, we just spend more time over here than over here. But that's what they have. Anyway, so that many blessings to you, Cynthia. We are at the top of the hour, so I just want to let everyone know that I do go in order down the chat. If you do want to make sure I get to your reading, um, I do take donations, and donations do get priority. So that's the public service message for this top of the hour. All right, so Rashmi, you are up next. You want to know if Alak's father will accept you for his son's marriage. All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit wants you to know. Let me take a quick sip here. I do like this for you. The first card, though, is the Nine of Coins, the Nine of Pentacles, which is about you finding your worth from within you. And I feel like that's an important part of this journey that you're on. You're not alone. You've got the beautiful dove, which is represents spirit. So you're in this wonderful place, this garden full of abundance, full of wholeness and completeness. And you're finding it from within, though. The nine is the hermit's journey. And you're finding this confidence and this wholeness of like, you know what? Regardless if anyone accepts you or not, it's almost like you can change to this place of like, well, if they choose not, thank you, because then evidently that was for me, and that wasn't a rejection of me. It was spirit keeping me from going into something that is not for me. And there's something more in tune with where I want to be and who I'm destined to be. So if it doesn't work out, that's for me. And thank you for not accepting me, because that means there's something else. And that's what this Nine of Pentacles is bringing me around that. But, I really feel you have the Four of Wands here, which is all about Aries energy. And um, i- um, I'm sorry, I was thinking it was the Emperor. You have the Six of Wands, which is even better because this is the victory card, the recognition card, being seen, Three of Cups, celebration, victory. And then you have the Page of Swords, which is new expectations, but also new communication. So I feel like you're gonna have some good communication coming in here anyway, but I feel like while you're waiting for the new communication to come in, this is very much this, 9 of, 9 of Pentacles is your inner journey, your inner, reflection, uh, is what is going on. That's why it might be taking time and you're just like, "Okay," but it's for you to spend that time looking at your self-love and your worth and who you really are, and that all this, everyone else's opinion is just that. It's an opinion. But, people don't get moved out of our life. Like, people don't leave us, they get moved out of our life, they get removed because 'cause they're an obstacle. And they're moved to make room and space for something that's more in tune and in alignment, so that's what they have for you, Rashmi. So many blessings to you. Alright, Alex, you wanna know what ours intentions are? Alright. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Rashmi, with those is that it's victorious and it feels like a yes. But the important piece, though, to through this is to find that because it's very important for you. It's like you finding your confidence within yourself and that you are showing that is what makes them see you and like that and what makes you in favor. So it's important for you to work on your inner confidence and your inner self-love because when you meet them, it's not a shy, timid, like fearful, "Oh, I hope you like me" energy that they pick up on. It's a if you don't like me, I don't know what's wrong with you energy instead. Like, how could you not want me? Not arrogant, but it's confidence. It's like, I'm beautiful, I'm a catch, I'm intelligent, I am a nurturer. I will be such a benefit to any family that I'm connected with. And that with that inside, that's what they pick up on that energy. So that's kind of what I was meaning. All right. So that's what we have. All right. Alex, ours intentions. Let's take a look. Thank you guys so much too for all the thumbs up you've given the video. It just helps spread the love to the world. And so thank you for being a part of that love tsunami. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Alex. What is ours intentions here? All right, let's take a look here. you know, you've got the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles that comes in first. And, normally this is about, slow movement things, which is probably true. You're like, oh my God, you're not kidding. Snail speed. But, it is a pursuit. What are their intentions? They are looking for this change in how they perceive themselves in the world. And because they also have the Ace of Coins, which is new opportunities, but still, I feel like the combination of these two is they're on this quest for this and they want to feel different about themselves. They want to take this uh, course change here, the Three of Wands. It's like they were always going in this direction and they're like, I'm tired of the same old, same old. I want to feel different about my life and how I relate myself to the world and in a relationship. I want to, understand the difference. And so they're in this, feel like they're in new territory with all of this because they have the Palace of Swords, which is unique to this deck. There's only four palaces, and most tarot don't have these. But this is all about feelings of communication, feelings. One, the things that came through is like they want a safe place where they can communicate who they are and not be afraid to communicate who they are, and also of um, understanding what they expect in the world and to have this clarity around because the Ace of Swords is about connecting to higher truths and seeing things from a different perspective. And that's why I feel like they're just in this whole journey. I mean, all of these combined together are just about a journey into seeing things differently in the outside world in regards to relationship. And so it's like their intentions are for, if you've been in a relationship with them before, it would be like a restart in a different way. And I want to be able to express who I really am instead of all these expectations on who I was pretending to be. And if this isn't, you haven't been in a relationship with them before, I feel like this is what they're wanting to do is stop hiding who they are and feel safe in expressing themselves and relating their worth in a different way to the world than they had in the past. Because I feel like they used to have all this long list of things that had to happen for them to feel lovable and acceptable. And it rolled over into relationships, so much pressure that they felt like they were just living like they're an actor in a movie and they were playing a part that wasn't them. And I feel like they're wanting a more authentic path and just being the true themselves without, trying to be what they think everyone else wants them to be. So you're probably going to have a, raw individual because I feel like this is the first time they've been brave enough to really step out and be themselves. And, and so they might be a little defensive at times because, when we first do that, we kind of overdo it. We kind of go out bold and like, you're going to accept me or what, or rah, instead of like, because they're afraid that people are going to reject them. So they have these walls up already prepared, and these battles already prepared because that's what they fear is that people are going to reject him. So it's kind of this, you know, I like it for you because, well, I don't know if I like them for you. That's another question for another day. But I like that what they see in you is that you are someone who could appreciate it. They see this in you. They see this safe person, this individual who's loving and accepting, and that would be a place that they could do that. And so that's why they're opening up a little more and more to you. But that's what they have for you, Alex. So we shall see. Many blessings to you. All right. Kiki going. Hello, hello. So you are up next. And you'd like a general reading. Absolutely. I actually want to bring in this angel and ancestor card for you, for your general. All right. So for Kiki Kuin, what would you like? All right. Wow. So you got the eagle. See things from a higher perspective. I like it. And let's see what message comes in here for you. I think they're in the back here. Yes. So look at things from a different angle. Fly higher and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws his power and strength from the sun. He's a powerful, strong, and courageous guide who's able to see for miles. He approaches all things with intelligence, grace, and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it into action. When the eagle card appears in a reading, it shows that you have a real ability to take things higher and to move beyond the limitations of your ego and your selfish desires. Eagle medicine swirls around you, encouraging you to recognize that your views or vision may be limited at this time. And is there a chance that your own desperation, needs, or ego could be blocking you from seeing the potential in your current situation? If there are other people involved, you're being guided to see things from everyone's perspective. If you're feeling the need for something to change, how can you take the higher road? Know that if you have intentions that aren't for the highest good, it will only hold you back. Eagle medicine can help you change this. The eagle brings the energy of healing and love directly from the heart of Father Sky and invites you to do all things from a place of love. Absolutely. So, seeing things from a different perspective, from other people's perspective, and just seeing things differently, taking a step back, taking a deep breath, and just really looking and going, okay, what am I not seeing right now? Taking deep breaths, let me get out of a fear, let me get out of my mind and into my heart, and let me see it from a place of love. That'll give me a different perspective. So that's what I have for you, Kiki Kuin. So many blessings. And I probably mispronounced your name, but that's the way I like to say it. But you can correct me. I'm okay with that. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. Baby, you are up next. Actually, let me make sure I have this on here correct. There it goes. Want to make sure. Okay. Okay, let me take a look here. It looks like my chat erased some. Let me see if I can get that back here. Okay, I'm not sure why it just did what it did, but it just erased everything all the way from Jalen up, which is not good because I didn't get that far yet. Um, I'm so sorry. Let me see here. Maybe let me. I'm going to restore the chat here. Thank you guys for your patience here. Did the same thing. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience, for bearing with me here. I just want to. Hmm. So they got Queen Bee at the top, but that's it. Um, I'm so sorry, everyone. I don't know how to get that back because it refreshed and then it just disappeared. So, um, if I missed you, please, please, please put your message down at the bottom. I'm going to do it the one that came here last, which is Queen Bee, is where I see here. So I'm so sorry, whoever. I think there was like 4 or 5 different people in between that, and technical issues. I don't know. Evidently, you weren't supposed to get it yet. All right, so we'll stop living in the past. Let me go forward, and please, if you had someone before Queen Bee, if you know that you were, please re-put your question down below, and I'll try to get to as many as I can tonight. But Queen Bee, you're up. So you want a general message, and is someone spying on you, and who? So that's what we'll focus in on there. And let's take a look here and see, is someone spying on you, and who? What they want you to know about this. All right. Don't feel like there's someone spying on you, but I do see here you have some activity coming your way here. Looks like the 7 of coins, the 7 of pentacles. You've been kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for some fruit to grow and for, something to come along in your life. And I feel like with this 8 of wands, it is coming here. So the waiting I feel is over. This is moving. I mean, because this is about a lot of energy, a lot of things headed your way and coming your way. And you have the 2 of cups, which is usually it can be emotional decisions, but I feel more it's about an opportunity for a partnership, a relationship of some kind. Could be romantic. It also could be, especially if it's what you've been waiting around for, right? You're like, come on. But I feel like there is something coming your way here. Um, I don't feel like someone's spying on you, because I feel like that would take precedence over this. And so I feel they reverted to the general message to come in here for you. So I don't feel like there's someone that's spying on you. Um, I feel like maybe you feel like maybe this energy that you're feeling, because you have the 2 of wands, you might be you feel like someone's coming towards you and you just like, I feel like someone is around, but it's uh, this individual that's going to be coming into your life. And in the meantime, they have the 2 of wands, which is wherever you focus your energy is what grows. So in the meantime, while before this comes flying in, really look at where you're investing your energy. Are we investing it in what we're grateful for and what we do want in our life, or focusing on what was missing or what we don't want in our life or what we're fearing? So it's changing the energy and focusing it over to into those other areas, and that expands things faster and brings things in for you. So I do like that for you, Queen Bee. So many blessings to you. That's what they have. Hey, Jalen. Hello, hello. I hope everyone is doing fabulous. Hope you are doing fabulous. And I don't know, I don't think Queen Bee answered your question about the pendulum, but were you asking for the, she can do her pendulum to find out? All right. All right. So, VD, you are up next. All right. I don't know, VD. Yeah. I don't know who was the last one I did before that. I do so many that it's almost like they go through my brain and out, and then I go on to the next one normally. And sometimes they bring it back, but I couldn't even remember who I was about to do next either. So it must have been a glitch in the spiritual matrix. All right. But you are up, beating. So thank you though. But you want to know what is Capricorn's current energy towards you. So let's take a look here. So what is Capricorn HT's current energy towards you? Wow. Okay. Wow. 2 palaces. So, well, first of all, there's a lot of fire here. So, the Palace of Wands is about them creating this safe space to um, express their passion, express their fire. And they also have the 7 of Wands, which is like um, part of this feeling safe. I feel like what they're doing here, because they have the King of Wands too, the King in the palace. So I really feel like they're standing in their power and they are wanting to create this safe space. Um, I almost feel like this is what is blocking the king from getting from this into this, is they feel like there's people around, either them or you, that would try to squelch them trying to show their passion to you. So I don't know if you have a group of friends or individuals that are very protective of you. I just feel like there's something that's keeping them from going, wow, I don't know if I want to, you know, uh, enter the lion's den and have all the lions attack me when I'm trying to go over to the lioness. So I almost feel like, I don't know why I feel like you're like, you have a lot of like, um, protectors that are around you, almost like guy friends that are just like all act like brothers, and they put people through the test that try to, get close to you. And I feel like they know them, or they know of it, and that's kind of feel like that's the energy I get. But and then they have the balancing. They're looking like, I feel like they're standing there wondering if what choice they're going to make here. Like on one side this, but on that side that, and they're kind of weighing their options with that, weighing their um, bravery, and whether it's time or not yet. Am I brave enough yet? And I kind of feel like that's what they're going back and forth with. Because they also have the Palace of Swords, which is trying to create a safe space for communication, which makes sense now with all those others. They want to be able to communicate and share, but I feel like they're being held back by that, which eventually, I think they'll get brave enough where they're just like, okay, I just gotta say it. I just gotta do it. But I feel like right now they're still in that standing um, on the edge. It's like a giant. If you've ever been to a pool where they've got like these high diving boards, and the first time you go up one of those, especially when you're a kid, and everyone's jumping off, and you just look down there, and you're just like, oh my god, and you just stand there. People are like, come on, jump, and you're just like, no, 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 no. And then I back away, and then you go back towards the stairs, and the other people go and they jump over, and then you're letting people go, and then you go, and then you don't, and you back off. Eventually, you're just like, I don't want to crawl, I don't want to go down all those stairs all the way down. So I'm just gonna jump off, and you do, and then you love it and you keep doing it. But I feel like that's the kind of energy that's there right now, with them going on there. So that's what they have for you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Vidi. You are awesome. Thank you so much. So, I am gonna jump back to the people who's disappeared, and huge kudos to Vidi. So, Venki, you are up. You are awesome. I'm so grateful. You just exceeded my expectations, which is amazing. So thank you. All right. So Venki, current feelings and next actions. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. First question was from Baby. Okay, thank you. So Baby, what are Venki's current feelings and next actions? Okay. All right. Wow. Well, it looks like they are like focused on these changes that are happening in their life. Tree of Life is one of there's like five cards that are unique to this deck, and this is one of them, and the palaces. And this is about kind of like this route. Normally it's like our higher self going through this to get to our human self. But I feel like there's this faded feeling to all this, because it's like this is the design of my life, and the wheel of fortune is all about fate and the wheels turning in their favor. And I feel like with them looking at all of this, it's like, wow, um it's like they feel like it's a fated event of being in your life and of you being in theirs. But they got all this thinking going on too with the Queen of Swords. They're thinking about how things should be, what things should be. and balance in heart and mind. And so they're kind of going back and forth, and they're looking at all of this and feeling this, like everything is just so um they keep on saying designed. I don't know what that means, but like it's all everything is has been unfolding, and they see and they feel like there's this fated bond that I'm supposed to um know you and interact with you, and they're trying to figure it out in their mind with that Queen of Swords of like, what does that mean? And what is it supposed to be, should be, need to be, what is this? Um, is it supposed to be like forever, or is it short term, or what am I supposed to learn, and what am I supposed to da, 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 da. They're just like all up in here, but they're like, wow. I don't know. Their personality is just so excitable, and they're just so like, they're just like their heart is all in, but their mind is going, whoa boy, whoa, and pulling the leash back, going, think about this, what are you doing? Because it is that, kind of Libra energy, um with the balancing and the scales, and they're like, okay, come on now. So I feel like they haven't determined a next section yet, because their brain is processing. And yeah, well, they have the King of Wands too, so they have the passion, the fire that's going on inside. But their brain is overriding and really battling with all of that inside. Yeah, because the Ten of Coins, which is about abundance and fullness and wholeness. So they really feel that, yeah, that it's like an amazing thing, but their mind's going, simmer down, you know, which makes sense. They probably have rushed into things before, and their brain's like, we don't do that. We talk about this. This is a committee. You don't make decisions on your own heart. We've done it before. We let you make the decisions, and it didn't turn out well. We're coming in here and we're going to discuss this. And I feel like it's in front of the board, is like what I feel. So you are very welcome, and give Edie a big hello and a thank you as well, because otherwise I would have not remembered to do yours, and it would have been a long way down. So kudos again, high five to Vidi. All right, so that's what they have for you, baby. Many blessings to you. All right, so random, you were up after that. And what is hidden from you that you need to know? Dun, dun, dun. Let's find out. All right. What is hidden that you need to know? Hmm. I thought you might get the moon card, because that means things are hidden. So let's take a look here and see what they will let us know. Okay. So you do have the Emperor card that is coming in here, which is the Aries energy. Really, this need, or this, I don't like using the word need, because it's like this opportunity, we'll say, for you to really escape from and separate yourself from some expectations, some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have been ruling over you for a very long time, of course. Like, I feel like it's something from very early in your childhood that has been a source of feeling limited and feeling held back, and um, just constrained. But because you have the King of Swords, which here um, has the Ace of Swords, allows you to see things from a higher perspective, allows you to connect to these higher truths, capital T truths, rooted in unconditional love, which allows you to cut away those thoughts and those beliefs and those mindsets that don't serve you any longer. And here's the Six of Swords, which is the movement of thought. and you're leaving old ways of thinking behind and moving into new ways of thinking. So that's why I feel like it's like you're taking charge of this and you're really looking into this and questioning, what is this thing that is keeping me held back? And you go back and you really look at it and evaluate it and decide, no, I'm moving on from that. I'm moving from these choppy waters to these calmer waters. And like I said, you have the moon card in here, which is about you diving deep into your unconscious, your subconscious. You go, it's like the high priestess. You go behind the veil, connect to the higher realms, go to the moon and see things from the perspective, looking back on Earth. And and I like this for you because it is this awareness that there's something that is just underneath the surface. Like you weren't even conscious of it. You just kind of feel like you have this glass ceiling or this block, but it's getting into your subconscious, into the unknown, and finding out what that is. And I feel like you're aware of what area of your life it is because it's the area that you have blocks. Queen of Swords. So more again, you have the King and the Queen of Swords. So it definitely is a thought and a belief and a mindset that's keeping you feeling limited and keeping constrained. Okay. So it does have to do with uh, abandonment and feeling left out in the cold and left behind, where your sustenance, you might have these um, concerns, or like I said, the glass ceiling. I can never make enough. I'm always losing money or losing a job when I am able to get up to a certain amount, or making a certain amount. Something along those lines, where it has to do with worth and your relationship to the outside world, but it has to do with your sustenance, feeling like I have enough because I felt like I was left behind and abandoned and out in the cold before. And it has to do with where you're putting your worth, your value, and and that can roll over into job, but relationship too. This is all I'm worth. Why do I keep attracting the same type of person? Why do I keep going to the same type of job and having the same troubles? Well, it's a belief that's been there, and your unconscious, your child self, brings those situations, brings messengers with the message from the outside world because it wants to be heard, and it wants you to hear them. And so that's what they're looking at right now with that. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you, random. All right. And then self love. What should you currently focus on? Great. Yes, very helpful, BD. Oh my gosh, I'm just blown away. Thank you. You are awesome. I'm glad it didn't erase for you too. All right, so self-love. What should you currently focus on? All right. A little more clarity on that last one. Okay. Well, evidently, to focus on, you have um, emotions. Got the Page of Cups, which is about new emotions, maybe new love. King of Cups is about balancing emotion and really understanding. I mean, because usually, like this, like if the Ace of Cups by itself would be new love, Page of Cup offers new love, the King of Cups offer new love. So I feel like the to focus on is putting an end to these feelings of being out of control. So um I just feel like it's like they're saying, just um don't worry about new love, don't worry about those things coming in. I just feel like it's like they're like, what do I need to know? What should I focus on? They're like, not new love. Um or focusing on what your ideas about new love are, but it's a ending and a new beginning in how you feel about them and how you approach it. So that's the I was trying to get it out of my brain, because you do have the Wheel of Fortune, and I feel like they want you to look at it in the way that every soul that comes across your path, whether it's romantic, whether it's a teacher, a parent, a friend, a coworker, a dog, whatever comes across your path is fated, and that it's all designed, all these divine appointments that come in, and that they come in for you. And it's all about looking them at as mirrors, and understanding that whatever you see in them is what you were wanting them to show you about yourself. And I kind of feel like this is their uh, what they're saying that you can focus on. And it's like in um, because it's like they're like, if you're looking for new love, new love, new love, they're like, you're surrounded by mirrors right now that are trying to show you what you want to see about yourself until you see it. And they don't want you to get into a romantic relationship in the current vibration, because then you just get what you always got before, if that makes sense. They want you to look at those mirrors, see what's going on, and then this makes sense. Doing the work, focusing on it, and then that's when change happens in your outside world, and then when this new heightened love comes in for you. So they are talking here about reflect inward, inward, inward. What are these mirrors? They're just pointing you back inward, but what is it showing you about yourself? So when you look at someone and have this judgment that comes up in your mind, um, it's telling us something about ourselves. And this is everyone. We look at it and go, okay. So I think they're very judgmental. Why do I think they're judgmental? Well, because I'm judging them. Oh, wait a minute. I'm judgmental because I'm judging their judgmentalness. It's really this awareness and this changing of this vibration for you, is what they are looking at. So the focus is on the mirrors around you, and what do you see when you look into this crazy hall of mirrors that are around you? What are you seeing about you? So that's what they have for you. So many, many blessings to you. All right. You're very, very gracious there, BD. All right. So, and I'm assuming that was everyone before Queen Bee. So I will scroll back up, and then we will look at so Krish Adwani, you'll be next. And let's take a look here. All right, let's take a look here and see what your grandfather has to say. Why he left so soon. Yeah. So you have the Emperor card here and the Four of Swords. So got a 4 and a 4. Emperor is all about controlling their life. Everything is in order. Four of Swords is peace of mind and rest. And I feel like they're saying, rest easy, have peace of mind. Everything was perfectly in order and unfolding according to the plan, according to what the emperor ordered. This was what was requested, and this is what unfolded and happened. So rest easy. I left perfectly on time. It wasn't too late or too soon. It was just right. And I was given a Goldilocks, Goldilocks and the Three Bears image in my head. It was just right. It was just right. And he just wants you to know he's in a beautiful place. There's these two palaces here, palace of emotions, feeling fully love and full, a place of beautiful love. And you know it just reminds me of like the Wizard of Oz. It's a place that is abundant, it's a place that's full of love. And this is where I am. This is where I exist, and where I'm at. And try to rest easy, try to rest easy. He was like, I did everything that I came there to do with the 8 of coins. I did all the work, I put in all the blood, sweat, and tears, and then I was ready to move on into the next adventure. I did what I came to accomplish. And I know it's hard to see that and understand that from where we're at in the human side. But once we're up there, we understand how everything is so perfectly fated, and that everything from the moment like we choose to come down here, like my soul chose me as the avatar, knew when I was going to be born, all the characteristics I was going to have, all these fated events that wanted me to experience through my life, through me in here. And then when I'm the exact moment that I'm going to pull back and just become spirit, it knows and it planned it. And so we veil it because we want it to be exciting and new. But that's the thing about um, passing. And we all do it one day, but it seldom is when everyone wants it to be. Everyone else wants it to be for someone else. And, it's like, when is the right time? And is it always after I'm gone? Everyone else's death time, the perfect time is after I'm gone. So I don't have to deal with you not being on this planet with me. But they're like, I'm by your side. The second, the minute second that we leave our body and pull back into spirit, we are immediately um, photocopying ourselves and putting us with each and every single loved one. We have the capacity to be with each and every single loved one all at the same time, 100% present. That's how powerful we are on the other side. We can be at all places all at one time. And they're all around every single loved one, and they are with you. Um, but it was designed, and it was the perfect timing. It was just right. And, but just know you are loved and that they are with you as well. So that's what they have for you, Krish. So many blessings to you. All right. Just make sure we're doing good here. All right. So, Divine Goddess, you are up next, and you like a general reading. So let's take a look. Actually, I want to go over here, and we are going to the Angel Guide Oracle, and let's see what they have for you here. No, I guess they don't have a message for you. Okay. Wow, you have manifestation. What a beautiful card. And let's see what is coming through here. Obviously, it's about manifestation, but let's see what specifics it mentions. So, manifestation is the ability to bring our thoughts and our dreams and our intentions into reality. And the spiritual law of manifestation helps us create from deep within energies and experiences that lead us towards greater fulfillment and purpose. You are blessed to have received this angel card today, for it encourages you to recognize your power. You are a master of manifestation, and whenever you focus on something with loving thoughts and the best intentions, you bring that dream into reality. If you are working on bringing something to fruition at this time, whether that be a project, an opportunity, or even a miracle, this card lets you know that it is unfolding before your eyes. It's very important to stay elevated at this time and focus on positive energy, blessings, and the positive events that are happening around you as you are magnetizing even more blessings into your world. You are one with the universe at this time and have the ability to manifest incredible experiences and opportunities. You're being encouraged to understand that any new opportunities arising will allow you to step up and move forward in your life. Your energy is aligned with pure potential. And it's important to know that everything you focus on now is going to grow, adapt, and expand in line with your energy field. Your angels are encouraging you to be open and receptive as the universe is offering you the guidance, abundance, support, and healing you require based on your current situation. Recognize the incredible gifts and support that are available to you now. The power of the universe is within you. Wow. Boom. I love it for you. So, whatever you're focusing on, you have this wonderful energy that's just bringing things fast, fast, fast into manifestation in your world. So, really pay attention to what is going on, what you're focusing on, right? Because it's going to grow and expand. So, I love it for you. Many blessings to you. All right. On Angie. So lucky stars, we already took care of you. So we're moving on to Angie. Anything significant coming for you in December? Any significant unfoldings? Let's take a look here. So what would spirit? Whoa, okay. What would spirit like you to know? Evidently, there's some stuff coming because they came flying out of the deck there. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah, you definitely are doing a little bit of stepping away from the noise and the chaos in the outside world because you have the high priestess card. She steps back and, from her temple into her high temple, away from all the noise, all that loud, chaotic fear noise in the outside world. And she goes behind the veil to see beyond things, connects to the higher realms, dives deep into her emotions. And here you are, the Palace of Cups, which is deep, deep, deep palace under the water below the surface, where there's this safe place there to express emotions and look into emotions. And that's where you are going in December. You're taking this step back, not complete hermit, but you are taking time away to understand things. Because in addition to those, I would say, well, that sounds like kind of hermit energy, and you'd be right. Because you have two nines, which nine in the major arcana is the hermit card. And you're withdrawing in to look at your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets. Nine of swords is usually the insomnia nightmare card, which is all these thoughts and beliefs that you're uh, investing a lot of energy, having a lot of anxiety around trying to live up to. And your fear losing conditional love. That's what these small t truths are all about. But you also have the Nine of Wands, which is going inward to understand your power and any blocks that you might have. Usually there'd be like nine wands that are across, um, like making a fence where a barrier you can't move through and you can't get beyond it. And you realize that one of the wands is your ace of wands, and you are able to grab and hold and understand your power and move it. And then that opens this space in between where you can slide through and go beyond the boundaries. And so this is a time of you understanding your emotions, understanding these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that are limiting you and giving you nightmares. It's like what you're thinking of before you go to bed while you dream about it. nightmares about it, you wake up in the middle of the night, or you have trouble going to sleep, or when you wake up in the morning, it's right there waiting. It's that type of energy, this type of thoughts and beliefs that are just kind of haunting you. But it's time you're going to take a step back and really evaluate them. And when you look at them, that's when you're set free from them because you're going to understand where they came from. Like, why do I believe that about myself? And you're going to spirit, like that high priestess, as you connect inward and upward, spirit brings you the memory, the triggers in December to show you and go, oh, that's what that reminds me of. And then you're able to transform it and make those moves. Sorry if you hear some noise. The wind just started picking up outside my window and there's leaves hitting against it. Ooh, spooky. Okay. So that's what they have for you, Angie. So what a wonderful experience in December. Ha ha ha. But it is freeing for you. And it's been you've been investing a lot of emotional energy in it already anyway. So now you're taking it going, okay, I'm tired of this. Why am I investing so much energy in this? Let me do here. I see it, it removes the block, and then you're able to move through it. So I like it. All right. So that is what they have for you, Angie. Okay. So, Anju Tiklakar, you are up and you'd like a spirit message. Absolutely. And I do want to go to the angels and ancestors oracle. Let's see what we have for Anju. So we had Angie, and now we have Anju. Anju Tiklakar. It's me. Spirit message. All right, there it is. Wow, you got the sage. Be devoted and committed. I like it. You can see they're scribbling something and writing something down there. And I think they mentioned that in there. Let me just find them in here. Maybe. There we go. Let me take a quick drink. It says, be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. The sage represents the wise one within. And when this card arises, it shows that you are preparing to become a great and insightful teacher to your peers. It guides you to take notes, as the wandering yogi is on this card, because your knowledge and your life experiences can impart incredible insights to those with whom you come into contact. This card is also about observation and becoming more aware of who you are and of all your inner workings, because that awareness can bring more clarity to your decisions. The extended message for the card is that devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body, but also a soul, is all you need to continue growing and expanding. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now, and it's important you take some time to integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. I like it. So you're definitely your experiences that you have been through and going through and will go through. Document, journal, what helped you go through it? What did you experience? What was it like on the other end of it? Really capture the power of your journey, because it's going to be part of a survival guide for other people someday that go through similar things. So just know that it's not just you that's going to glean from what you're going through, but there are also other people as well. So I like it. So that is what they have for you, Anju. Many blessings to you. All right. We are at the top of the second hour. So I do like to let everyone know I do go in order of the free readings going down the list. But for any donations, I do prioritize those readings. So if you're like, I've got to know tonight and you're able to make a donation, we'll move that up here. Going to be on about another 30 minutes. I usually try to go 2 hours, but I always push to 2.5. Who are we kidding, right? So just be aware of that as well. And I always make sure I get all the donation readings done, of course. So um, that is your public service message for the hour. Okay. All right. So Loreli Gonzalez, you are up. And will this reconciliation last? Let's take a look here. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Okay. Yeah, I can see why you're asking because there were some thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you felt were stealing your joy, stealing the relationship and opportunities within the relationship. And you've been working on this. I mean, the seven of coins here, the seven of pentacles, shows that you've been putting in the investment. You've been caring for the plant. Seven of pentacles is like, what's the last thing you see on a fruit tree? The fruit. You planted the seed, you toiled the ground and fertilized the ground, and then the seed was planted, and then the seed grew, and the little seedling made it above the ground, and then the trunk grew, and eventually the branches, and then eventually the leaves, and then eventually the blossoms, and you're like, where's the frickin' fruit? And so it is taking its time here, and the pausing and how things have been moving along in the relationship and the reconciliation. Spirit is letting you know that the obstacle that stands in between is some thoughts and some beliefs and some mindsets that each of you have, but you can only be responsible for your own. You can't control what anyone else thinks, no matter how hard we try. Lost cause. Focus on what you can control. And so if you think of a seven as like a six is three things on each side and a smooth movement in between, and a seven is boom, something gets right in there and it's a block. It blocks the flow. And it has been these thoughts and these beliefs and this mindsets, like I said, from both of you, but you can look at what are my thoughts and beliefs and mindsets? What are the things I'm fearing, right? Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's picking up on the microphone, but it's like hitting against the window. um, there's a storm going on in your life. But it's these thoughts and these beliefs, those fears of losing conditional love, all the supposed tos and the shoulds and the need tos and the have tos and the musts for yourself in a relationship itself, what they're supposed to be and should be and do. All that stuff is what blocks the flow of the mind and the relationship. I like that you also have the Four of Swords, which is about peace of mind. And they're basically saying that as you look into the expectations and your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets around this, that it sets you free. Because usually this is, like I said, a peace of mind. They usually have three swords on the wall and they're sleeping on the Ace of Swords. That Ace of Swords is what allows you to connect to higher truths, those that are rooted in unconditional love, and allow you to look down and cut away and slice away those old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that were opinions that were poured onto you growing up. And you're cutting those away and releasing fears more and more and more. And that's all you can do within you, is to look at that and do that. And when you do that, then there is this solid foundation. The Palace of Coins is a safe world, a safe place of your worth and how you relate yourself to the outside world. And so this does bring in this um, more solidity in there, but it's all about you see the world as you are, not as it is. And so the more you look at the stories that are in your mind that you're applying to the outside world in your relationship, the more clarity that comes because you're taking away the blinders and all the stuff that's, in your eyes, blocking your true sight because all these expectations and thoughts and beliefs are all skewing your how you're seeing things. And then as they fall away, you get to see things so much more clearly. So I feel like there's a solid foundation in that if you do that work on how you're perceiving things and seeing things. And you can't, again, control them. And like, what about them? They got work to do. And it's like when we point, just remember there's three fingers pointing back at us. They've got a lot. Oh, I do have a lot to work on. I'll sweep in front of my own door. I'll let them sweep in front of theirs. So that's what they have for you, Lorelei. So many blessings to you. All right. Kayla B. Actually, we have a donation, so I'm going to jump to that one. And we have ES. Thank you so much for your donation. You had several interviews this week. Congratulations. Do you see you getting an offer from one of them? Let's take a look. Absolutely. I'm glad you had several interviews. That's a start. Can't win a Powerball without buying a ticket. So let's take a look here. Okay. So let's see. You got one card here. Well, so you have the 8 of coins, which is you've done the work and things are going to move in the outside world. So this would be a yes. So it's like moving from an apprentice to a master or graduating after, doing the schooling. Well, you've done the work, you've made the interviews, you prepared, you have your resume, you have your skills, and now this is about movement up in the outside world. So I do love that for you. So that would be a yes. And if you have additional questions, I mean, you gave me such a nice donation. If you have additional questions, let me. I feel like one card, you deserve more here too. Yeah, 6 of coins. So if you're like, am I going to get paid well? You have enough for yourself and able to help other people too. So you will be getting a nice offer in it. And let me see anything else. Yeah, and you have the tower. And I like this. There is this message about trust that um, when things were moved out of your life, job, people, whatever, it was on purpose for a purpose to make way for a new journey, to make way for something that is in more in alignment with where you want to head in your life, your fate of where you wanted to go. And so, when you're looking at what's happening and unfolding, like if let's say you lost a job or you got laid off or something like that, and it was bugging you that you're like, why did that happen to me? Because um, it was to open up the path and put you in more alignment with where it was going. Because if you had stayed there, you wouldn't be going into the direction that you're going to be going, which you'll eventually look back and go, thank God that happened to me. And so I'm really happy for that for you because it really looks like, yeah, exactly. You were in this cage and you didn't know you were in the cage until they opened the door and said, get out of the cage. And then you were set free to go in this direction. So I really like that. Yeah. Yeah. And just to reiterate it, you have the 8 of swords. So it was your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets that were making you feel trapped and that you didn't feel you could leave and go in a different direction, right? And so these were the things that were blocking you and blinding you and making you feel like you were in this cage. It's very similar. This is the cage that you're in, is these swords. And so you had this, the judgment card can sometimes mean this higher calling, and you're being, it definitely is your higher self that's calling you into a different direction. So they were the ones that were behind ordering this for you. But that is you. That's your higher self. This is you living them living the experience through you. But here's that Ace of Wands, the new passion, the new drive, the new power that you hold in this direction. So I really like this for you. So let me see here if they'll. Uh, I do feel like you're going to get a nice offer. Let me see if they're going to tell us of when at all. Will it be? Will it be by the end of this week? I know it's like tomorrow. Let's see here. We have the Emperor, Aries energy, fire, 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 movement, movement, movement. So um, definitely it's going to be soon. It's going to come fast moving because they're like the King of Fire. Yeah, and the Ace of Wands. So you are going to be getting an answer really fast. Yeah, because you have the Knight of Wands on the bottom too. So these are all fire, 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 fastest horse, fastest movement, and the ruler over fire. So I really feel like you're going to be getting a quick answer um, here. So I am excited for you, ES. So that is what they have for you. Did you have any other questions at all while you have me? Let's take a quick drink here. All right. Well, thank you so much for the donation and congratulations on the job. I'll be the first to congratulate you and many blessings to you. So you have a fantastic day or night wherever you're at in the world. And we'll see you on the other side. All right. So let me scroll back up and we'll go back into line here. Yeah, right. So Kayla B, how does Aiden feel about you? Let's take a look here. Feelings, huh? Well, we got the King of Swords. He's got a lot of thoughts. Let's see if there's any emotions in there. Whoa. Well, a lot of thinking. So we've got the swords here, right? So we've got the King of Swords, which the King of Swords not only rules over air, but all the kings are given air. So that's double air. They're really in their mind and thinking. I wouldn't doubt if they are a air sign, but they have a lot of thoughts and thinking. It's like their heart goes on pause and they just think and think and think, and it's like looping, because you also have the Five of Swords, which is the conflicting thoughts. And so they've got these thoughts going in different directions. You know, there's thoughts about you and wanting to be with you, but then there's also thoughts about wanting to be with someone else, or just an idea of someone else. Because the Three of Cups, when I'm talking about relationships, usually means a third party. But I almost feel like the third party is this idea of the perfect empress, someone who's mother nature, mother nurture, the birther, the caregiver, sensual, everything. It's like I feel like they're comparing you to a fantasy, an idea, and this is what's going on in their head, going back and forth between the two. They're like, they're awesome and everything, but what if? But what if? You know, what if um Angelina Jolie decides to call me back? Like, snap out of it. What are you thinking? You know, and I kind of feel like that's this thing of like, but, and that's all in their head. And I don't feel um, like they're being realistic in their mind. They're just wanting to make sure. It's like, but what if, what if, what if? And so their mind is looping and their mind is looping. So I feel like that's what's kind of like they're in a pause. They're showing me, what was it? Maybe it was Star Trek, or maybe it was the fembots in Austin Powers. It's just like they're confused and there's smoke coming from their ears. And it's like, wow, maybe throw some water on them to cool them off. I don't know, but it's there's a lot of thinking going on there, Kayla. So, that's what they have for you right now. It's, kind of in a holding pattern. And of course, when we're ever in a holding pattern, what do we do on our channel? We talk about when we're waiting for someone else or something else to happen in our life, we work on ourselves. We work on our own self-love and expanding that because that's why pauses happen in life is to give us time to work on us. So that's what they have for you right now, Caleb B. So many blessings for you. All right. Let's keep looking here. All right. So, Zorissa Goal, you are up and you want to know when will Darvish Sultan fall in love with you? All right, let's take a look here. So, will they fall in love with you? Let's see what these are here. You know, I don't see that being the ultimate here because you have the death and rebirth card with the Knight of Cups, which this would be new love and romance and the knight riding in on the bright shiny horse, and that's like the death card just kind of goes, not this one. Which is okay. I know it's like, "Oh, but I want them," but you have something coming that takes you off course. The 3 of Wands takes you into a different direction of where, you head in your life. So, that's clear that that's coming in here, and they're showing you that you have this different path. Tree of life can be, the path from our human self back up to our spiritual self. But because this is talking about love and romance, there's a different path. There's this design, fate it events for you. And they were just one on here to show you about yourself. And so there is this of course, mirror that we can always look at with how do I feel about them and how do I feel about them not feeling a certain way about me? It's this mirror. It's like, well, they don't love me the way that I need them to. And then we look at the 3 fingers pointing back at me and going, I don't love me the way that I deserve to be loved. And that is what you can control and you can look at because you do have the Page of Cups, which is about love, and you have the Palace of Cups, which is creating a safe place of love, deep below the ocean, deep below the surface. And this is you loving you. And it's like this pattern of waiting for someone to love you the way that you want to be loved. Well, you are the one that's going to love you that way. And that's where you find they offer you the Ace of Cups, the chalice, the holy grail that's full of the unconditional love of the higher realms, the eternal love. It never ends. The unconditional love, you can never lose it. So you become this chalice, it falls down, you fill up, and it overflows. And then love, the way you perceive love from the outside world is totally different. It's no longer your sustenance that you have to have in order to be full and complete, where it's always lacking and always falling short and unstable and conditional. Any moment you can lose it. Whoa. Can hear all those leaves against the window. I bet you could hear that. That was really loud. So, all of this beautiful, beautiful love energy that you get to fill up with and it overflows out. And then, like I was saying, that unstable, like the unstable, swirling storm that is whirling around outside of us. It's any moment someone can get upset and withdraw their love from us, or they can pass away. And we're like, "Now do I what do I do?" But we find all that love within us, and then anything anyone gives us on the outside is above and beyond extra, and it doesn't, um, devastate us when we don't have it, because we have everything we need inside us. I talk about, um, spirit showing it being love is our meal, and if we think that our meal comes from the outside, it can be withheld and delayed, and we're starving and we're desperate. But when we find the meal from within us, it's a 5 course, 10 course meal, and it has 5 desserts, or at least two at the end. And we're so full and so whole, full of love, that when people offer us third dessert and fourth dessert and fifth dessert, we're just like, okay, there's always room for dessert, like we've been talking about tonight. And it's like, all right, I'll have that. And they're like, no, you can't have it. And you're like, that's quite all right. I'm full anyway. It doesn't like, but if they were offering us our meal and they withheld it, we're like, no, 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 I need that. We'll do whatever I need to get that. Changes your whole perspective of love and how we approach it. So that's what they have for you right now, Zarissa. So many blessings to you. All right. Let's take a look here. Where are we at? Okay, very good. All right, double, triple, quadruple X. You want to know who is trying to stop you from your blessings? Let's take a look here. All right. No, how funny. Okay, let me just do one more little clarification here. Okay. Wow. So, no, and there's no wands here. You got 2 cups, 2 coins, and 2 swords, but no wands, which tells me that, um, no one can take away our energy. No one can stop us from blessings, right? Blessings that are meant for us will never pass us by. The only person that can stop us from getting blessings is not me. I'm the only one that can stop me from getting my own blessings. You're the only one that can stop you from getting your blessings. And here's where it is. You got the Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. And the, Ace of Swords here, and they wield the Ace of Swords. New thoughts, new ways of looking at things, new thoughts, new ways of looking at things. Cutting away old thoughts and old beliefs and old mindsets that restrict us, that blind us and keep us, this belief that I don't deserve blessings. That is what keeps me from getting blessings. These thoughts that someone told us in the past, and we accepted it and we took it on. We didn't know any better. We were children, and we just took on people's popular opinions and going, oh, okay. Someone's saying you're worthless. You're never going to amount to anything. You have to um, work so hard in order to get anything. And you have to do these extreme things to get this little bit of a payout. And the reason I say that is that because you also have the Six of Coins, which would be the Six of Pentacles, the codependency awareness card that tells you the the balance. It's out of balance. The exchange rate is extreme. You have to do 1,000 of something, and then you get one. 1,000 for me, one for you. And you're like, and that's what you were told as a child, and that's what you accepted as the going rate because you didn't know any better, and it's been in there. And that is what is holding blessings back, is your belief that you have to do extreme things in order to deserve something. But There's news. You have been doing the work. You deserve the movement. You deserve the promotion, the movement up in relationship or work or education or body or finances or um, possessions, whatever it may be. And this thought and belief and mindsets that they're having you look into, really understanding, okay, it makes sense. The Ace of Swords, that Page of Swords, is connecting to the capital T truths that are rooted in unconditional love, letting your foundation become that instead of all those old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, so those opinions of those humans. And here you go. You got the Ace of Cups and the Page of Cups. Unconditional love. This is the chalice, the Holy Grail that's full of it. And the Page of Cups brings you the Ace of Cups. And so here is this just amount of unconditional love and this change of your worth from all the things, turning inward here, inward and upward, and realizing how loved you are by the creator of all things. This unconditional love, no conditions, not even one. It just takes one condition to make it conditional. And it's eternal, it never ends. And so it's the foundation, it's a solid thing. That all that other stuff is fickle and ever changing and unstable, all that outside world, that you've been told to define your worthiness of being able to receive blessings and be able to receive. But you realize that you are not only worthy, but you're priceless and you're deserving of blessings, and no one can stop you. You're the only one that can be like, nope, I'm not gonna allow it to come to me because I don't believe I deserve it, because my exchange rate before that I've accepted up till now has been 1,000 to 1. I have to do 1,000 things to deserve someone to give me one back. And that's going to change. And that's what's going on here. And you're transforming that. And then blessings will start flooding in because you're going to be 50-50. And it's like, wow, instead of 1 to 1,000, it's 1 to 1. That's the exchange rate. Get rid of those 3 zeros over there. It's 1 to 1, and you deserve the blessings. So I like that for you. Double, triple, quadruple X. That's what you have for today. All right. Many blessings to you. All right. All right. Well, we are up at the 2.5 hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and close down this session tonight. And please know, if you are in need of an immediate answer right now, I have a boatload of recorded readings, pick a card readings, weekly energy updates, monthly readings, and several other types of readings as well. So if you need something right now and I wasn't able to get down to you on the list, please go to the playlist. If you just click on my name, it'll take you to my main page, and then the playlists are all there. Just follow your heart, and spirit will guide you to the reading that is meant for you, and you'll find your answers there. I also will be back tomorrow. I start my 3 days of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm on the mornings at 11 a.m. Mountain, and then of course every night at 7 p.m. Mountain. So we'll be back here in the morning or in the night, depending on where you're at in the world. And so those are options for you. Also, I offer personal readings. So if you want to book a personal reading, all that information is down in the description box of the video. And then let me repost here the playlist, not the playlist, yeah, the playlist, the giveaway playlist, which, so I have a couple giveaways. And let me see, is that it? It'll post. Oops, I think I posted it twice. Hold on. So for some reason it's too big. Oh, that's right. I did add too many things on there. One sec here, but it does list how you can enter the weekly um uh, drawing for a 30-minute recorded personal reading. I can't do two things at once, evidently. Can't talk and try to do something else. And I also list the all the winners of the 1 hour free personal reading giveaway that I had. There was 10 of them, but there's a special giveaway within those too if you want to check those out. So let me just get rid of some of this. I have to be able to make it fit into the chat window here. Too many characters. There we go. Boom. There it is. So you can check that out. And then here is December's readings for the month by zodiac sign if you want to check any of those out. So thank you guys again so much. Um, oh, Andrea, I'm so sorry. And then the earlier you get into the readings, of course, because I'm on for 2.5 hours, I get through a lot of them. Um, but yeah, I'm so sorry. And there's a ton of people before you too, so I'd feel bad if I did yours, but I didn't do all the other 20, 30 people that were here also that put their question there. Um, but if you comment on the video, and this is to any of you guys that I wasn't able to get to for tonight, um, if you comment on the video, not in the chat here, but actually on the video itself in the comment section, if you post your question there, I will try to get to as many of you guys as I can, because after I close down, the chat disappears and I don't see it for a while till after it updates. But if you want me to try to get to you, please post your question in there, and then I will pull cards, and I won't do it like on screen, but I'll type the answer back to you in there if that will work for you. But I've been on 2.5 hours, so I need to go get something to drink and rest and gain some of my energy back. So I will try to do that tonight or tomorrow. So if you'll do that, then we'll get you some answers, Andrea, because I do appreciate you being here from the beginning, at the beginnings when I first did readings, because I never thought that I would uh, have it where I wouldn't be able to get through all the questions within 2.5 hours. So definitely my greatest appreciation to all of you and all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up that you also give me on the videos that help spread the love to the world. And so thank you for being a part of that. And please know that as you go throughout each and every second of every day of your life, that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and father of all things. And of course, I love you guys too. So hang in there, take care of yourselves, have a great night or a great day wherever you're out in the world, and we'll see you very soon. You take care of yourself.